بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. The life of our prophets is not only an example for us, but it is a lesson in an autobiographical way. Every prophet who have ever treated the earth left behind an animal stories and lessons valuable than a mountain of gold. We not only learn how to live our lives following their steps, but we also learn to believe in our one and only God, Allah, through their stories. Today in this video, I will be narrating you the story of Hazrat Suleman alayhi salam, that when he was granted kingship over all the world, he decided to feed all the creatures residing on earth so as to honor his kingdom. So therefore, he prayed to Allah and asked him to allow to take care of the food system for a whole year for everyone. But Allah denied the request, replying that it is impossible for him to do so. Hazrat Suleman requested for 1 month then, still he was denied. He requested for a week, still he was denied. Then he requested for a day, and Allah denied, replying that it is impossible for him to do so for 1 day even. So he requested for one time. So Allah gave him permission to feed his creatures for a part of a day. Afterwards, when Hazrat Suleiman salam was granted permission from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he ordered jinn and humans to collect all the food available on earth, be it for a carnivore or a herbivore. So food was collected for 3 or 6 months. He then ordered them to be cooked in big cookers and pans, and ordered the wind to keep blowing over it so that it won't rot when the feast will begin. When the preparations for the feast were finished, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala asked Hazrat Suleiman who would he like to receive as guest first, the land creatures or creatures from water. Hazrat Suleiman opted for the fishes. So Allah sent forth one of the biggest fish living in the sea. When the fish came forth, it asked Hazrat Suleiman, "Is it true that you have sent an open invitation to all of us today?" Hazrat Suleiman replied, "Yes, and you are the first one, so start eating whatever you like." The fish started to eat from one end, and it went on eating until it ate all the food that had been collected over months. When everything was emptied, it turned towards Hazrat Suleiman and said, "O Suleiman, I am still hungry, feed me." Hazrat Suleiman was famished. He replied, "You ate all the food that I had collected for others, and still you insist to be fed." The fish replied, "O Suleiman, is this how you treat your guest? Indeed, you should know that Allah feeds me this much 3 times a day, every day of my life, and indeed you have become a reason for stopping my food today." When Hazrat Suleiman heard this, he bowed down to Allah, praising his kingship. Through this story, we can learn a valuable lesson that the real king of this world is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He is the real sustainer who provides sustenance for his creatures every day. So we should ask for help from only him. Please like, share and subscribe to our channel. Jazakallah.